Welcome in episode number 103 of the St0ner Sports Radio Podcast. We are here, college football in full swing, giving it to you straight up, straight in. It's been a fantastic start to the year for both me and Mr. Zach Huffman, who joins me from the Huffman Cave across the pond. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing on this Be Happy Friday?
Make it seem like I'm in London or something.
Too far away.
Not too far. Not very far away at all, actually.
just a stone's throw. Should have said stone's throw away.
Yeah.
No, how we feeling? We're 2 weeks in. Kind of give me a thought on your Sooners real quick before we jump into this.
I mean, as far as I can tell, and I think the country is starting to take notice, John Mateer seems to be the Heisman favorite right now. I mean, I think that's a little early, and it's literally week 2, but he looked really good against Michigan. He did what he was supposed to do against Illinois State, and I think just like the failure of some of the other teams has kind of propelled him into that Heisman conversation already, up there with Garrett Nussmeier, I think, for that favorite spot. So in terms of like OU, I'm feeling great. We got Temple tomorrow, so not too worried about that. They seem to be a little bit better than last year, I guess, but I mean that still wasn't much of a game. And with the way that this defense is looking, and now with a competent offense, I would even dare to say good, maybe even great offense, with Ben Arbuckle and John Mateer. I mean, that's a good formula. So I think Brent Venables has kind of been coaching for his job here, and he's been doing a good job so far. So I think they're a top 10 team.
Yeah, we're gonna break this down here in just a minute. I'll weigh in on just kind of how I think my Ducks are doing. I think people know that I'm pretty content with where we're at. Look, demolishing Oklahoma State the way we did was not really in the cards for me. Like, I didn't really see it going down that bad. Like, I thought it was gonna be bad, but I was like, I thought the ceiling was like 30 plus point, 30 to 40 would be a really bad loss for Oklahoma State, but I could see it happening. I never in my life imagined 66 to be the difference between those two teams. Even with Zane Flores quarterbacking instead of Haas Haney, I obviously not going to be back anytime soon. So it's Zane Flores' show, and boy, did he look bad. It was bad all the way down. Back-to-back pick sixes on like terrible reads. Like, I mean, just horrible decisions. It was a disaster. I don't know if I really ended up enjoying watching it as much as I thought I would, because I mean it just got embarrassing. My grandpa was rolling in his grave for sure. I mean, they could have used him. I mean, dig him up, dog. I mean, he probably would have had a better day. I just it was bad. But I feel good as well. I can't feel bad considering how we played against the first two opponents that we have. I think we have some growing to do for sure, but so far I have no complaints. So let's just get into this. We're going to start at the bottom here, and we'll just go 25 through 20 here. TCU's at the bottom here.
People know these are my rankings. Not AP poll.
Yeah, this is not AP. This is Zach's 2 weeks into the season, fresh and hot. This is the way it should be. This is the way
let's talk about the guys that I left off.
Okay,
go. Right off the bottom.
Go ahead.
Here.
Yeah, there are some names missing from this list.
Yeah, there are some names missing from this list. I think probably my biggest cut here is Alabama. I don't know what Alabama has done to tell me that they should be ranked. Anything besides their logo tells me that they should not be ranked. So, I mean, they took care of business against a terrible opponent, but they've looked bad this year. I don't
Yeah,
see any reason to have them above a team like TCU, who's in my 25 spot. But Michigan's also off this list.
yeah,
Um, they just did not look great against OU, and frankly, they looked bad. Bryce Underwood looked absolutely terrible. I don't know if that's OU's defense being really good or if that's just Michigan being really bad, specifically Bryce Underwood being really bad. I left Indiana off. I left Texas Tech off. I left BYU off. I left Arizona State off. Um,
yeah,
None of those
and
teams
for
have really
and yeah,
impressed me
yeah,
enough to be
and
in this top 25.
yeah, and for the record, you know, two of these teams you mentioned are ranked currently in the AP,
Hmm.
which is Alabama at 19 and Michigan at 23. Obviously, Texas Tech and Indiana also at 21 and 22 respectively. But the AP did leave Arizona State and BYU off. Florida also
Yeah,
off as well. So they have, and TCU is receiving votes right now. So having them at 25, um, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, go ahead and just kind of So you left those teams off.
yeah, and then so I have TCU in my 25 spot. I think they were really impressive against North Carolina. That's the only game they've played so far. Um, because they haven't played two games, I just don't want to rank them any higher. Just because we haven't seen if they're good or if North Carolina is just extremely bad. Um, so I have them here just for now because they beat the shit out of Bill Belichick, and I think that's something.
Yeah, that's
I
something.
mean,
Yeah, that's something.
I
We'll
think.
we'll give them that something.
I mean, like it's Bill Belichick. I don't know if that's means anything in college football, but I mean, they must have had a well coached defense. It didn't look like it, but you would think.
Yeah, no,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, so I mean, TCU, nothing super impressive yet, I guess, but the win against North Carolina is enough for me to think that they deserve to be in the top 25, and they're not currently in the AP top 25, which I think is a disgrace. Put the purple horn frauds in there.
yeah. I think like you said, only playing that game does kind of probably affect the impact that their record has on where they should be at. You got Missouri at 24 here, Zach, and they're at 25 in the AP. So not really much discrepancy here, but still showing that there is a team that they're better than, and it's TCU by a little bit right now. How you feeling about the ZOU?
I mean, just the tough one against Kansas. They didn't look super impressive, but I mean, they have better wins than TCU right now. I mean, frankly, it kind of looks like Kansas might be a better team than North Carolina. I don't know how you feel about that, and
Yeah,
that's just me. I
I
test.
think so.
Um,
I agree with that.
so I think the 42-31 win, especially in a rivalry game. Um, where was that played? Was that neutral site? Was that at Arrowhead?
Who?
The Missouri and Kansas game. Where's that at?
I believe I was at Arrowhead.
Is that Arrowhead? That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah, yeah.
So that's a tough game, and I think they took care of business. One team that I have in here that I don't think the AP poll does have is Vanderbilt.
Yes,
Are they ranked in the AP poll?
they are not. They are.
They're
They
not,
are.
and that's tough, and
I.
that's terrible. They went into Virginia Tech
They're
and they won.
receiving a single vote. They're receiving a single AP vote.
Ridiculous. They went into Virginia Tech and they won.
Sandman didn't get to him, baby. Sandman didn't get to
Sandman
him.
didn't get to them. It was 44-20. I mean, what? Why not? Tell me why not Vandy. I want you to, even if you don't believe it, tell me why not Vandy.
I mean, look, if you're talking about arguing for them to be over the teams, like from the AP's perspective of Missouri, Auburn, Michigan, Indiana, and Texas Tech, I mean, when I pick them to beat any of these teams on a neutral site field, yeah, give me Vandy over Indiana. I think it could happen. In fact, give me Vandy over Texas Tech. Could obviously happen. I'm not. I mean, those games can happen. So, and I'm kind of with you. I don't think that Texas Tech deserves to be on this list yet. I don't think Indiana deserves to be on this list yet. So I kind of agree with you. Leaving them off as well because I do believe Vandy has a better resume right now. I believe that Tulane has a better resume right now. I believe uh, that, I mean, for the love of God, I mean, even USC has a better resume right now, in my opinion, than Texas
Yep.
Tech and Indiana, and they're not ranked either. They are in your eyes, and they are in my eyes. They should be, but I think
USC, I thought they were in the AP poll.
they're not. They are receiving votes, and they are
Wow.
receiving 64 votes. USC is receiving. They are ranked below Florida, Georgia Tech, BYU, and Arizona State, according to the AP. So not a lot of love
Wow.
for the Trojans, which we kind of it's a bittersweet thing. We like when we're right, but we also don't like you know how that program one bit. Period. We just don't. Um, so yeah, I can see why Vandy should be there, and I think it's because I would take them to beat at least two out of those five teams that are ranked from 25 to 21. You could even probably throw Utah in there. I haven't really seen anything from Utah that I think Utah and Vandy are pretty much the same team. I'm just gonna say it. I think they're pretty much the same team.
Wow.
They got dual
I don't
threat.
agree with that at
They
all.
got they got dual threat quarterbacks. They got decent defenses, both of them. But I think that if I think that I would even say that Vandy's the Utah of the SEC. They got a chance to do some stuff. I like them. I think you have them perfectly placed at 23, and as long as you've got some of these other teams that we think have also decently impressive resumes here at the bottom, because I think you and I agree the bottom's the hardest part to do.
Oh yeah, always. It's always tough to figure out who's the first person you leave out, right?
Yeah,
Um, for me, I mean, Bama's not the first person I left. Is not the first team I left out. Um, I, I mean, really thinking about it, I think the first team I would probably leave out is Michigan.
yeah. I mean, they did drop 8 spots in the AP poll, from you know from 15 to 23. I and I just don't know whether to give your defense the credit for that terribleness that Michigan looked offensively, or if that's just how bad they're going to be all year long. That's my question. If other teams can do what you did to them, to some degree, and make them look like that for extended periods of time, like you did for those, 4 quarters, I think that right now I would probably have them. I would have them 25. I wouldn't have them above Auburn and Missouri. That's for damn sure. I would not. There's no shot. No shot.
Yeah,
No shot. You couldn't convince me. Not after what I saw last week. You can't convince me of that. You just can't. And so I don't even mind you leaving them off completely because they looked like trash. I get that you might be a little bit of a prisoner of the moment kind of thing there, but I think if we see them perform that bad offensively in another football game, and it's relatively soon and not like 4 weeks from now or something, um, I think that's a right move to leave them off. But I don't know if I would say that right now.
yeah. So speaking of Auburn, got them at 22.
Yeah,
Um, they win 42-3. Jackson Arnold looks pretty good. I mean, he seems to be playing carefree football. Um, I think he's their leading passer and rusher for the season so far. I'm not confident on that, but I don't hate it. I don't hate Auburn. I don't. They don't really impress me. Their receivers I feel like could be a little bit better. Um, a little overhyped. I don't know. They haven't really been tested. What? How do you even evaluate Auburn here?
yeah. I For me, it's the fact that like Jackson Arnold in like his 2 games combined hasn't even passed for 250 yards. Like he's pretty much a running back there for Auburn, like that can throw occasionally. That's how they're using him, or at least it seems like that. Uh, but it also seems like he's still having I mean, the offensive line is a ton better than what he had at OU last year. I can honestly say that. I don't think there's anybody that's going to tell you that's wrong.
Yeah,
And you can tell that it has made him more comfortable. 110%. He looks more comfortable in the pocket. He knows he has the time, and when he takes off and runs, like I'm telling you, like when he does, it's because nobody's getting open, which I find shocking because I thought Coleman was supposed to be like some great wide receiver. I thought he had some great weapons, and I really
yeah.
haven't seen them help him out much. as far as being able to get open. So we'll see if that changes. And I think that's why he's had to run a little bit more because, like I said, the protection is there. It's just he's and he's stepping up and he's running up the middle. He's not trying to just avoid 9 people in the backfield. And I like what Auburn's doing so far. I like where you have them. I think they're better than Vandy and Mizzou. I think they're better than TCU for sure. Um, you talk about where they are here on the AP, which is sitting here at 24. So you're giving them a little bit of a boost here. And I don't blame you because I think they're better, like I said, than Michigan, Indiana, and Texas Tech and Utah. I think they are better than all those teams that are ranked above them in the AP. I think they are. They're playing better than that. Jackson Arnold is taking care of the football. He hasn't turned it over a bunch, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of a bigger thing to kind of look at other than just the lack of passing yards. It's not just a lack of passing yards. He's not fumbling the football. He's not throwing horrible interceptions because he's, getting mobbed the minute he takes the snap. And I think that Hugh Freeze could do something in the SEC if it continues. I just don't trust their weapons thus far. They haven't impressed me much.
Yeah, kind of eating my words here. I thought Jackson Arnold was going to be complete trash from the get-go, going at Auburn, but no, he's been running the ball really well. I guess he haven't really seen him actually quarterback
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
Um, so not super impressed by anything here. But one team that is completely off the AP poll that I think is better than Auburn is number 21. I have USC. Um, I mean, week 2 they win 59-20, 412 passing yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, it's beefy
I
time
mean,
for you, brother. I mean, that was rough.
yeah. I mean,
That
they look good.
they
Not gonna
they
lie.
they yeah they looked they looked okay. I don't mind that at all. I think they are playing up to that.
Yeah,
The fact that
it's that defense.
the fact that the AP has them below teams like Florida and Arizona State and Georgia Tech and BYU to me is kind of blasphemous. I mean again, but
I don't
again,
know what that is.
it's probably that damn girl from USC, that beat writer. She's probably mixing it up and screwing it all up. Unbelievable. Yeah, we haven't even touched on that fiasco. There's a reason behind this, and this is the way to go about it. I think that in about 2 weeks, you're gonna see some of these things happen here at the bottom, that we're looking at right now, and you're not gonna be surprised. Um, let's talk about Georgia Tech here because you have them here at
Well,
20.
hold on, hold
What?
on,
What? What?
hold on. Why don't you just take a second and tell me about what is your beef with the AP poll? What specific voter are you having trouble with?
Yeah, no, nobody in particular, just a very attractive, sun-kissed skin, beat writer who decided to, for some reason, uh, put Florida 2 spots above South Florida on her AP poll, and openly admit on camera on social media that it's like for funsies, and I don't really think about it much. I'm just like, yippee. It was very carefree. And the problem I have with that is you have people like Josh Pate that don't even have an AP vote. You have so many people that actually watch these games. Because when you're a beat writer for a team, I don't think people understand. You don't really have time to watch other teams. You are so focused on your team. Like she's
Yeah,
covering USC. They are a good. It's not like she's covering Toledo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's USC. So you're gonna be busy. And from what I've heard from current beat writers is you really don't have enough time to really analyze every team when you're doing a job like that, especially during the season. And so most of them have been like, I don't even know why you would even give a vote to any beat writer because none of them have time. It's not just her, but the fact that she's going on camera and literally admitting, like, I don't give a fuck, bothers me. Like, it's just like it. Like, if I'm, especially in a like a 99% male dominated space where you have an opportunity to like make an impact and like do it the right way, you decide to like just piss on it. Like I mean, she just pissed on it. I mean,
Yeah.
piss everywhere. I mean, just pissing on
Piss
the. I
everywhere.
mean,
Skip Bayless.
yes,
Pee is everywhere. The Saints.
yeah, from the east to the west, just piss, nothing but piss. And I have a problem with that. Like I have a problem with that. I really, really do because if you're going to put something out like this that literally dictates where teams are at the end of the season at some point. And I get her analogy of like there's so many people that have a vote that it's just like guessing the amount of amount of marbles in a jar like in grade school. Like you're going to have so many guesses, but the average of all those guesses put together is going to be very, very close, if not exactly the number of marbles in that jar. And that's what she's trying to use as an
It's not
analogy.
true at all.
Yeah, it's not it's a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie from the pit of hell. It's a horrible
Well,
analogy.
I mean, that might be true, but you know
Yeah,
what the
but
kids do? They look at the jar.
yeah, and yeah, and she's over here looking at one piece, one marble. She's like, she got one marble, and it's red, and it's yellow, and it's out there in South California,
And
and
it's got dry brisket, and it's
dry
terrible
brisket.
offense, and it's good
Yeah.
offense, terrible defense, terrible human being coaching.
He's that
Um,
demon. Um,
some would say a bitch.
I've heard it is true. I heard
I've
it.
heard,
I've
I've
heard
heard.
rumors. I've heard rumors.
They
Um,
some say the bitch out west.
yeah, and right now I feel like he's trying to rub it off onto this lady. Cause I mean, it's just what are you doing? Like, I mean, at least don't admit it on camera. I mean, don't admit it on camera.
Well, according to his history, he probably is trying to do something with this lady.
I Hey, I mean,
Whoa.
I don't blame him. She's an attractive woman. I'll give her that. She may not be a DEI hire, but she might have pretty privilege. That's
Hmm.
for damn sure.
You know,
Uh,
there were rumors that he left OU for that reason.
I believe it. I mean, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would. I'm him. I'm doing it. I'm not even hesitating. But
No,
fuck.
apparently something went wrong with someone at OU.
Oh well. I mean, well then definitely something's definitely going wrong here. Then I mean, you get a pay raise and you're living on the beach. Oh, I am fucking. I am fucking. I mean, we are. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, it is. It is happening.
Yeah, so Georgia Tech.
Good
Um,
segue. That was great. Um,
Georgia
yeah.
Tech. They win 59-12, 373 yards from Philo. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's so early. I just like Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're getting votes. They're getting 78 votes right now. They are technically ranked 28th if you look at it that way.
Yeah, I mean their offense is exploding in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah. I
fuck
mean,
it.
but do you think they're better than USC right now?
Why not?
Think they're better than USC right now? Like I've always been
Do you
skeptical of
really think
GT.
that's there? Do you no? Tell me this. Tell me this. Do you really think there's a logical reason why I would say they're better than USC? Any other reason besides the fact that I just hate USC?
Fair. No, I mean this is your list. I need to be weighing in on that a little bit more. Like this is his list. So the fact he's got Illinois above USC is also kind of like a slap to the tits. I mean, again, can we
That's
talk
kind of a
about?
preseason thing, honestly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're kind of right. That is a pre. But look, I like Georgia
And
Tech.
they haven't done anything bad.
No, no, no. I haven't done anything bad. No, I haven't done anything bad. They've done what they're supposed to, I guess. You can put it that way. Um, I like Georgia Tech. I like them. I don't know if I like them to win this weekend. I would like to see it.
Do they play?
I believe it's. I say it is Clemson. Yeah, Clemson at 11 a.m. noon Eastern kickoff. On the road, Clemson will be on the road. It'll be in the Hive, baby, in the Hive. Um, so
Yeah,
well,
they're gonna lose.
ooh, Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they're losing. Yeah, they're losing.
yeah, they're gonna lose.
Yeah, they're losing. But yeah, we'll just and if they don't, then you'll look like a genius. You know, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, I told you, because they could probably
Well,
be.
not really. I have Clemson higher.
True, you do, you do, you do. You do. Um, but no, I think this weekend will be a good gauge to see if that's warranted. Because right now AP doesn't have them ranked, and obviously if they win this game this weekend, they'll probably be sitting right there in that 23 to 21 range, I would assume for the AP. Um,
They beat Clemson. They might move up to like 15 to 18.
yeah, yeah, they could drop 6 spots. I could see that. The USC beat writer's gonna have them going up 4 spots. Um, and
Yeah,
go top 10 team after a loss.
Because Dabo won a couple championships with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I mean, what a great NFL quarterback he's turned out to be. Um,
Mm,
uh,
the power of Jesus.
boy, really working hard, working overtime this week. Um, um, Illinois, you've got them over here at 19 now. The country loves Illinois. They say top 10 team Illinois, and
Yeah.
me and you didn't
Nah.
understand when we went over the Big Ten why they had them as like a 9-win team and also beating Ohio State. But now I'm thinking that people are really drinking the Kool Aid. I'm talking about butt chugging it. Like you're butt chugging the Kool Aid. Like I mean, you believe,
Kid went into a coma for that.
yeah,
You know about that?
yeah. I
Some
heard.
kid at what college was it? I can't remember the school. He butt chugged an entire box of wine.
Oh, hey, there
Went
you
into a
go.
coma, self-induced coma.
Hey, baby. That frenzy will make you frisky. Um,
Permanent brain damage, but hey,
hey,
good time with the boys.
you got that right. That was an Illinois. Is that an Illinois person? Illinois frat bro. Um,
I don't know if it was Illinois. I mean, I
just
can't remember
just
who it
in
was.
general,
Hold on, let's.
we're finding out.
But Jug
Be
College
so many videos.
box of
Coma, self-induced coma, butt chug.
Tennessee.
Ah, well. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. I mean, hey, I mean that state technically is has been in a coma
Uh,
since like 1870. So I mean, like I mean,
yeah, I mean, I guess we could have guessed, right?
American patriot. Salutes to you,
It
sir.
was them or Wisconsin.
Okay, well,
It was always going to be them or Wisconsin.
yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, the Badgers have been so
Actually,
mid.
that's also that kind of. I don't know why I kept wanting to say Oklahoma State. Maybe it was the orange.
Yeah, I think it was the orange. Sure.
But yeah, Illinois. They
Yeah,
look good against Duke.
yeah, but I mean, like Duke. Okay, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought Mensa was gonna be a little bit better. I was pretty high on Duke.
this is why rankings. This is why rankings shouldn't happen until after week 4. But hey, we have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, so you
Can't
drop.
let the
Yeah,
AP run rampant like this.
no, I mean, so you drop. So we have Illinois at 19, even though they're at 9 right now, which I don't. I mean, look, Duke is a good team, but I mean, like, I'm not impressed. Like, I'm sorry. Like Luke Altmaier's not doing it for me, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like this. I mean, to be honest, Illinois could go 7-5, and we'd be sitting here going, "Told you." I mean, like, it wouldn't be surprising to me to see that happen. I mean, I will guarantee you double. You know what? Fuck it. I will put a whole crunch wrap in my asshole if they beat Ohio State.
Oh, here we go.
I'll put a whole crunch wrap with sauce on it. With sauce. I mean,
Oh,
I will chili con carne this crunch wrap and I will insert it into my anus if they beat Ohio State.
I
It's
will
not it.
enlist in the military.
Yeah, I would. I'm joining ICE the next day. I am putting in an
I'm joining ICE,
application.
getting my $50,000 bonus
Yes.
if Illinois beats Ohio
Yes,
State.
I will do it. I would do it because I have a feeling that that game could get ugly. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be pretty. And
Actually, hear me out.
okay,
Illinois beats Ohio State. I'll enlist into ICE. Use my $50,000 bonus. Put that all on Illinois to win the national championship.
all right, I like that. I like that.
If I win, if I win, and Illinois does win the national championship, I'm taking those winnings to Vegas,
Oh, okay. That.
and I'm putting it all on Black 22.
Oh, oh, baby, we've got a plan now. Yeah, no, I'm so
Protect Wallace, baby.
hey, man. Um yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think where you have them on your list is where they should be. I mean you could convince me anywhere from where you have them to maybe 16. Like I can give you 16. Like
Yeah.
16 I can give you that. But I like cuz here's the thing. I don't think they're better than Ole Miss. I don't think they're better than Texas A&M. I don't think they're better than South Carolina or Notre Dame or Ohio or Iowa State. I mean, well, Iowa State, I don't know. That actually could be a good game. But I still think in the end, probably Iowa State. Texas, I don't even know what to say about Texas to be honest. I haven't seen anything where I can say anything. I can't overreact to the game against
Yeah.
Ohio State because you go out and cream corn Akron or whoever the hell you played. Um, it just sure you looked good against South Missouri State's Catholic School of the Blind. Great, congratulations. Um, yeah, I like dropping them like that. I like dropping them like that. And that leads us to Ole Miss. And look, I watched a little bit of Ole Miss over the weekend, and the quarterback, I don't know if I'm sold on him completely. Austin Simmons is okay. Um, I just he ain't no Jackson Dart. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Kentucky's not good. So how do you feel about them being here at 18 anyways? With Ole Miss just kind of barely beating them.
Um, I mean, I Kentucky played better than they've played all year. Um, and like I said, it wasn't really impressive to me. I thought the turnovers were really a problem from the quarterback position for Ole Miss, and that's gonna come back to bite them if they don't clean that up. Um, yeah, I don't know. I like your placement here at 18. They're at 17 in the AP, so you're kind of spot on. They went from 20 to 17 in the AP. You technically have them 20 to 18. I don't have a problem with that. Um, yeah, so I like that. I like that. Um, tell me what you like about Texas A&M because Texas A&M right now is 16 in the AP. You got them at 17, so you're not again like this area right here. You're so far kind of gauging them appropriately, I would say, or at least in some sort of unison with kind of the feel of the AP voters. What have you seen from them that you like?
Well, the offense looks really good to me. We're putting up points. Um, Reed had 220 for 3 touchdowns. Receivers look good. And then on the defensive side of the ball, it's just the pure talent, right? It's the size of the defensive line. I mean, they're huge. So I'm just kind of just have to think that when they play some tougher teams, which they're playing Notre Dame this weekend, so we're really going to see what they look like against a really good offensive line. But I think Texas A&M is one of those teams that can put up a lot of points and you know force a lot of 3 and outs, which is always going to be a good recipe. So I think we're going to see what they look like against Notre Dame, against a better opponent. But I really like the Aggies so far.
Yeah, I mean they haven't done anything that has hurt the justification of where they're at. I mean
Yeah.
they've earned their spot here in the top 25, and like we said, I mean a lot of this is based on preseason rankings that these teams are hanging in these spots. Um, but they haven't done anything to upset the apple cart completely, and they've moved up, a few spots due to some top teams, dropping like rocks. But I think you're right. I think the defensive line is huge, and they'll definitely get challenged. We'll see kind of how they handle that. Um, you've got South Carolina above them at
Hmm.
16, and obviously AP has them at 11. So a little bit low on the Cox, but probably for a good reason here. How have you felt about them so far?
Yeah, I mean, kind of low on the cot. Some people, they're up and down on the cot, and it's it's an interesting concept.
No, you're right. No, you're right. It, I mean, they were in a
Yeah,
lot of the
they're just all
the
over the
well,
comps. They're
and
up, they're down.
yeah,
I don't know.
they were in everybody's mouth
It's
in the
just
preseason. So I mean, people couldn't get them out of their mouths in the preseason. So I mean, we're here now.
listen, they're not showing me anything that I love so far this season. I mean, they're putting up a decent amount of points. Uh, Lenore Sellers hasn't looked as good as I thought he was going to.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a big factor for me too.
so they're just a little bit lower for me. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't pick them to beat any teams I have above them.
yeah, I can see that. I mean, and like I mean, that's I mean, 5 spot difference is a significant amount. But they also dropped a spot in the AP from last week to this week. So I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, people have kind of felt like even though they're winning, it hasn't been like, oh, this team is oh good. It looks like the SEC might be a little tougher on them than preseason cock gobblers predicted. Um, and then that leads us to Notre Dame, which again, another team that respectively gets a lot of glaze preseason that puts them in a lot of positions that they're in. Obviously, they have only played one game as well. They lost it. They're still in the top 10 at number
Yeah.
8 right now. And like you said, they're gonna get a good handful of competition from Texas A&M. How do you feel about Notre Dame? You've got them ranked above the Aggies for now. You think they take care of business this weekend and solidify a
Yeah.
spot where they're at?
Yeah, I think they do. I think if they do, they would climb back into the top 10 for me. I mean, I don't have any justification to have them in the top 10 right now because I don't know how you can put a team that lost in the top 10 right now, 2 weeks into the season. I know that their loss was to like my number 5 team, Miami, but you got to prove something. They didn't lose that bad, so I still have them at 15. But I think they're going to take care of business in A&M. I have them doing that, probably moving into my. If they beat A&M and everything else goes how I think it will, they'll probably move into like my 9 or 10 spot.
I can see that. I can see that. That's a good explanation for that. Iowa State, who the AP has at 14, you've got them at 14 as well. So you're kind of like them at kind
Mhm.
of the back half here of the top 25. 3-0, the one of the only teams that's played 3 games. There's a literally only like 2 or 3 of them that have in the whole entire top 25, and they're one of them. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, is this more of just you haven't done anything to completely disappoint me yet type ranking here?
yeah, and I mean, it's been like this for a while. I like Matt Campbell. Um, and yeah, 3-0, one of the only teams to do it. They beat a pretty good Iowa team. Absolute slugfest, defensive slugfest. It was beautiful to watch, really, with Iowa. I like Rocco. Um, nothing special out of Rocco's like statistically, but I don't know. I mean, he's a gamer. He's a
I'll
gamer.
give you
I like
that.
Rocco Becht.
I'll give you that.
Um, so I like Iowa State. Got them at 14. Do I think they're going to stay at 14? Probably not. I think they'll drop a little bit throughout the season, but I would like to. I think that they could make a run at the Big 12.
Yeah, no, I think the Big 12 is one of the most wide open conferences in the country this year, and it's proving that week after week.
Yeah.
So I would not put them out of the discussion for damn sure.
And tell me this: the playoffs this year are they? Have they? Is the rule effective where we're just reseeding based on poll, or is it still if you win the conference, you're top four? If you win the Power Four,
I think the
because I
conference,
remember that they passed it.
yeah, I think the conferences are yes guaranteed. Like you're in, but your ranking can still be shuffled around. You know what I'm saying? Like you're guaranteed in,
Yeah, so
but
they're not a
yeah,
guaranteed buy.
no, not a guaranteed buy, but they're guaranteed in the playoff. Yes. So that's how you
All
have to
right,
look at
perfect.
that.
So that
That
like that that's where I think a team like Iowa State might be able to get in with the Big 12 championship. They might be in they're in like the 10 spot, the 8 spot, something like that.
I could see that. I could see that. You have Texas at 13. They're at 7 right now, and again, I think the reason that you've dropped them as low as you have is justified. They've played a nobody and kicked the crap out of them, played somebody and looked like trash. You combine those two together, and I don't
Yep.
think you can look at that and go, that's a top 10 team. But the thing that keeps you in that discussion is the fact that you have a team like Notre Dame that is in the top 10 with no wins. I think that that allows you to do something like that and leave a team like Texas in a spot, especially when they were preseason number one. It seems almost like you're just kind of lending your hand out to Texas, like, oh, we'll give you another chance. And I like them out of the top 10. I don't think they've done anything in my eyes to deserve to be a top 10 team. So I like this move for you.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I have them at 13 is just because I think they're going to be talented throughout the year. I mean, obviously, their loss is to the number one team in the country. It's Ohio State. I don't know why Ohio State wasn't ranked number one going into the season. Um, but nothing brilliant, nothing crazy from Arch Manning. He looked borderline terrible against Ohio State, if not absolutely terrible against Ohio State. And then they played what, San Jose State, and they
Yep.
beat the crap out of them. So
Oh.
that's how it's supposed to go. So I don't feel anything for Texas, and I feel similarly about Clemson right now. Um, lost to LSU. That's tough. But then you go into Troy. Troy hangs up 16 points on you at the beginning. Then you have to go, what, 27-0 at the end of the game. That's just not a good look for Clemson. Once again, another team that like preseason really high on. Lost to a good team that I'm also pretty high on. But I mean, what are they doing against Troy? That game was ugly.
Yeah, I mean they dropped 4 spots because of it, and that's why you and the AP both have them at 12. And I mean, your explanation is spot on. That's why. That's exactly why they're there. That's exactly why they dropped over the weekend, is because people looked at that shutout that Troy pitched in the first half and said, "What the hell was that?"
Hmm.
I mean, it just
Troy,
that's not supposed to
Troy.
happen. I mean, and it's not like you're 2008 Oklahoma State getting cooked on the road at Troy. I mean, we're talking about Troy coming to quote unquote Death Valley, and you know
Hmm.
hanging 16 zip on you heading in the locker room, and they got the ball to start the second half as well, and so it could have gotten even worse. Now, do I think they could have still came back down 24-0? Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you rip off 27 straight, that would indicate they still would have been fine, but it would have still put a lot more pressure on them, and it makes it not look any better if that were to happen. But it was ugly enough, and I don't blame them for dropping them out of the top 10 for the AP, and I definitely don't blame them for having them where they are in your top 25. Who you got next? You got
Tennessee. I got Tennessee at number 11, just outside the top 10, 72-17 win. I don't even remember who they played. It was, I think, it was
yeah.
East Tennessee State, I think. Aguilar looked good, 288, 2 touchdowns. Um, they haven't really played anybody yet, but they look pretty good. Aguilar looks pretty good, so I have him here at number 11. This was one of my harder teams to rank because I was really wrestling between them and Utah, and I didn't know who to have in that 10 spot. Ultimately, I did go with Utah just because I think the defense looked a little bit better, and their offense is putting up a lot. But damn, it's hard to tell. What do you think? Who would you take right now, Tennessee or Utah?
Look, I already said that I think that I would maybe even take Vanderbilt over Utah on a neutral site field. I'm not even kidding. So I would have to go Tennessee here
Wow.
because I don't know. I mean, Utah looks okay, but I don't know what they've done in your eyes to warrant being not only above Tennessee. Let's just start at that. Like why is it just because I mean who did they play for their first 2 games? I know they played somebody decent for one of them.
Well, it's not necessarily who they played for the first 2 games. I mean, they played UCLA game one. They beat them
Yeah,
43-10,
and that
and then
was
they played Cal Poly and won 63-9. So it's more of the fact that they've put up 106 points and only allowed 19 on the season
but what
so
about
far. I
Tennessee?
mean, that's.
Hasn't Tennessee put up 150 or something in 2 games or something crazy?
I mean, let me see. So I can tell you they allowed 17 against East Tennessee State, and then 26 against Syracuse. So I mean, they put up more points. That's true, but they
They
also
allowed
allowed a
more.
lot more. Defense doesn't look as good as Utah's, but that I don't know. Like that's
Yeah,
they're
because it's
different
UCLA's
opponents.
because I
Syracuse
mean
is better
UCLA's
than
offense
anybody
is
else.
so bad. And then
Yeah, and Syracuse is better than UCLA. So I mean, it's a tough one to rank. But I
I
mean,
mean no, I think
defensively, I think Utah looks better.
I can see. I mean, look, you put it that way, and like I said, you said you wrestled with this, and that's why you look at those things and you go, how much does that factor into it? How does it matter? And this is why we usually wait 2 more weeks, or should wait 2 more weeks to do this, because I mean, look, people can say, well, that's a third of the season, like 30% of the season, you're just gonna not rank anybody. Yeah, we're not gonna rank anybody for 30%
Yeah,
of the season. I mean, I don't see the problem in that,
why not?
and so I like. I like that you had to wrestle with that because it should be like that. And I mean, I can see your justification for that. I disagree. But I think that
Yeah, I
you,
mean, because I don't know if I can look you in the eye and say that I would pick Utah to beat Tennessee.
yeah, yeah. I don't think you could do
The
that.
resume,
I don't
and that's
think
the
you
way
could
that
do
rankings
that.
work, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah,
when we talk about the resume, I think
yeah,
Utah's resume is just a little bit better, and that's
yeah,
how these rankings go.
yeah.
But
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't know if I would look you in the eye. I might look you in the eye and tell you that Vanderbilt beats Tennessee. Like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. I mean, anything is possible. I mean, it's definitely possible. Um, but that leads us to USF, right? I mean, they're at 18 on the AP.
Oh, the
Um,
darling, my
back
darling
yeah,
USF
back to back ranked wins. And you've got them in your top 10.
beat the fuck out of Florida.
And they play Miami. So they've got their work cut out for them. I believe that
Yeah, it's
game
been a
is
great time for them in the top
yes, it
25, but
has.
it's not going to happen next week. They're done. They're done. This is their last week in the top 25. But god damn it, have they been amazing? They beat Boise State week 1. It looked amazing. They
They
was like,
did, they
okay, they're
did.
the
I got
25th team
cooked on that
in
whole
the
thing.
poll.
I
Who
like,
cares?
oh my god,
But
Boise
then,
State.
man, they go. But then, man, they go into Gainesville and they win 18-16 against Florida. Hey,
Dramatica.
remember when people were talking about Florida being one of the best teams in the SEC?
Yeah, woof.
You
Yeah,
lost. You're not even the best team
we're
in
not,
Florida. You're not even the second best. You're not even the third. What, fourth? What are they? The fourth best team in Florida right now?
yeah.
Let's see.
FIU better.
FSU, Miami, USF, FIU, then Florida.
Yeah. I mean, is Florida Atlantic after them? I mean,
Man,
Florida Atlantic's got to be after Florida.
yeah,
I think they're that bad. They're pretty bad.
yeah. So all you Florida fans, man, that's tough.
Oof.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
that is tough. Um,
I mean, what happened? What happened?
boy, do you think? I mean, that
I
Heisman I
tried
was
to tell
waiting for
them. I
DJ
tried to tell them.
Lagway. You gotta
I
be
tried to
waiting
tell
for
them.
him.
We tried to tell them.
They don't want to listen.
Sad.
Don't want to
Sad.
listen. Don't want to listen. I believe in Billy Napier. Do you? How's that working out for you?
DJ Ladway, he's one of the best freshmen. He's one of the best freshmen.
He's only gonna get better.
Shut
Only
up.
gonna get better.
Shut
We got one
up.
of the most talented rosters in the
Shut
country.
up.
In the country, our recruiting classes are fantastic. Turning into the new
Doesn't matter.
Texas
They fucking
A&M of
suck.
the SEC.
Welcome to the new Nebraska,
Yeah.
anyways. Moving on to who used to be the new Nebraska and now is a better team than last year, and it's not going to go 6-6 again. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen again this year because OU's already 2-0, and they beat Michigan last week after beating an Illinois State team 35-3 in week 1. They beat Michigan 24-13 in Norman. John Mateer is the Heisman favorite in the country right now. How are we feeling about that?
Hey, the money line is nice. Take the money line.
Moneyline Mateer, baby.
It's
How are we feeling
you.
about Moneyline Mateer?
I mean, look, he's a dual threat maniac. He's got a cannon.
270 through the yard through the air and a touchdown, while also 74 on the ground with 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah,
By the way,
and a lot of those runs came on third and long to pick it up too. I mean that's that's not it
how
ain't
about
just
that Jared Cannon catch?
needed it. That drive was ugly until then. That drive was real ugly until. He saved that drive. Save that drive, baby. He doesn't do that, you don't win
Fingertip
the
that.
game. I'll say it. He doesn't do that, you don't win the game. That was
I don't know about that.
I don't think you
We
do.
won by 11.
You would have won by 4.
That's still a win.
Cause that no it still would have been a win, and I think your defense still
But
would
yeah,
have
they
been.
cover. OU covers.
Yeah, I like it. They do deserve to be in the top 10 right now. They're not in the AP. They're at 13. They have teams like Clemson and South Carolina above them, and I don't agree with that. Especially Clemson. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we're I mean,
Yeah, I think
I
eight's
mean,
a good spot for them.
yeah, I think 8 is a really good spot. I think they are better than every team that you listed behind them. I can guarantee you that when you look at your top 25. I mean, I don't think I would pick any of those teams to beat OU on a neutral site that are listed behind. I really don't.
Yeah. The only team I'd be iffy about is Notre Dame, and that the only reason Notre Dame's 15 is because they haven't won a game.
Yeah, so I mean, and this will be, and if they do this weekend against Texas A&M, then we can say they have. So there you go.
Yeah.
And that leads us to LSU. AP has them at number 3. You've got them at number 7. Explain, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. They didn't look amazing against Clemson, and I don't think Clemson's very good. I, I don't know. They beat Louisiana Tech 23-7. Why didn't they beat Louisiana Tech 49-7?
Yeah, that was not good to watch.
And then you see Clemson, in their home, they see, 16-0 at halftime, and LSU beat them by what, 3?
Yeah. I mean, are both teams bad? Like, we're gonna be sitting here at the end of the season going, neither Clemson or LSU is ranked. Like, are we just getting
I mean, we're
cooked?
gonna see because I'm gonna be at the OU LSU game at the end of the season. That's game 12 on the season, by the way.
Well, baby,
For OU
finishing
and
strong.
LSU, I'll be there. And
Big Nick
we'll
Saban
see.
guy.
We'll see. I think you might be joining me. We'll see.
Oh,
It's
whoa, hey,
possible.
hey.
Depends. It just depends if my dad wants to go or not. That's
Bless. Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see on that.
Bless your father for that. No, I kind of agree. I do I think that they're worse than Georgia, Miami, Penn State, Florida State, Oregon, and I mean Penn State. I'm just such a hater.
Tough.
I'm just such a hater. Like I
know.
I
You can't be though. I mean, they're Drew Aller is one of the best
are they?
quarterbacks.
Oh my
They
god, he looked
returned a
so
lot of
bad
defense.
last week. He looked so bad. He looked so bad. He looked so bad. He looked so bad.
He didn't
So
look
flat.
bad.
He
He
looked
looked
flat.
fine. He just didn't do it. He just didn't produce a lot of volume.
Should have. It was a bad team. You gotta cook
They
them by
won
70.
34-0.
You gotta cook them by 7. It should have been 68-0. I'm not happy unless that game's in the 60s.
I mean, listen, like
Open it up, Franklin.
Ohio State won 70-0. That's true.
Yeah, like be a man about it and put up 70. Like quit being so nice. Like I mean, just quit it. Nice guys finish last, and you tell me when the last time James Franklin being nice won them a natty. I'm listening. Oh yeah, that's right. He hasn't.
That's true. But listen, I do have LSU a little bit behind the AP poll, and I just don't see anything that tells me they should be number 3. I get it; they beat Clemson, but I
I'm
don't know
not
if
saying
that's
they
as
should be
valuable as
number
it was last
3.
week.
I'm not saying they should be number 3.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying with the AP poll because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think that number 3 is a week 1 ranking.
It is. It is.
Not a week 2 ranking.
It is.
After we see what Clemson is doing. But listen, I don't even know if I would actually. It's tough for me. This one was also a really tough one to wrestle with. Was Georgia and LSU, who I actually have above. I ended up going with Georgia just because I trust Kirby Smart a little bit more.
You trust Kirby Smart. That's great. I live and breathe. No, go ahead.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just remember when we were used to say that you couldn't trust him until he started winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kirby Smart can't do it. Like shit down. Now we're just like, I believe in Kirby Smart. Yeah, but I mean, and the thing is, he's been consistent, so you can't really shit on him that much. I'm just saying, like, it's funny how like 6 years ago we were shitting on him. Yeah, it happens. I'm just saying it's crazy to see in like real time. You know, sometimes it's like I just remember just being like, he's a boner. Like I mean, just like it's just like, and now it's like. Nah, he's the new Nick Saban of the SEC. You better shut the fuck up. Like, didn't see it coming. I'm honest. Got me in the first half. Like, whoo, got me good.
I mean, with Nick Saban retired, he's the best coach in football right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely either him or Bill Snyder. He'll never not be coaching
Oh, I
in
love
my
that.
eyes. He'll never not be coaching in
I
my
think it's I
eyes.
think it's I think it's him or Dan Lanning.
Yeah, Dan's pretty good.
Mike Norvell, maybe. I mean, let's see what Florida State does. Mike Norvell might be that
True,
guy.
true. He might be
But
this.
we'll get to them in a
This.
second. We'll get to
Yeah,
them in a second.
yeah. Um,
I have Georgia
yeah,
State
yeah.
at number
Talk about
6
yeah.
just because like I think their defense is better than LSU's, and offensively I don't know this. Neither of these teams have been very impressive offensively. Gunnar Stockton played okay, 227. Didn't do anything bad in the game, managed it pretty well. Frazier was 69 yards, nice, 14 carries, 2 touchdowns. 28-6 win over Austin P. 28, not loving that. But then you look at LSU, 23-7 against Louisiana Tech, not loving that. Um, I don't know. I have a sneaky feeling that these teams are both going to be lower at the end of the season than they are here on my poll at 6 and 7. Um, so yeah, that's why I got Georgia. But I got Miami above them, and I think
Yeah,
Miami's a top 5 team in the country, and I think they're starting to look pretty good. I think last year they started kind of planting the seeds of what they could turn into, and then they got Carson Beck. Um,
got that bag,
and I
baby.
think that yeah, with the addition of Carson Beck, they have a more reliable quarterback. Well, not more reliable than Cam Ward, but more reliable than what they would have had without Cam Ward. So having Carson Beck back there is a lot better. 260, he had 267 last week, and then obviously in week 1 they beat Notre Dame. But Miami looks pretty good. I'm big on them this season. I don't know if they're going to win the ACC. I'm starting to think that's going to be Florida State, but I definitely think it's between Miami and Clemson on who's going to play against Florida State in that game. Um, I know you're big on Miami. How you feeling?
I'm
AP's
feeling
big on Miami. They have them what, number 2, number
no same number
3,
five.
4?
I still have a number five.
Oh, number
You're
5.
yeah
Okay.
yeah you're spot on here, and I think this weekend is a big game for them. I mean, USF is not a
Yeah.
joke. You have to if they beat USF by 2 or more touchdowns, I would say they're for real as far as Miami goes because that USF defense to me is
Yeah.
legit, baby. That's a really good defense. I mean, I can't
So what are you doing if USF wins?
I I I think that I think we have to
You
start
have to say
talking
they're top 5, right?
at least top 10. At least 10. They got to put him at 10.
They
You
have
get
to
you
be.
have to
They
put him at
have
10.
to be.
3 straight ranked
3
wins
ranked wins,
and
1 top
2
5.
yeah, like God, shut up. Like rank me in the top 10. Like I mean, cuz the thing is you do that
I
and
would put them number 1.
they will run the table. This USF team will run the
I
table
might
if
put them
they
number 1.
I mean, think about this, Zach. Just think about this for a minute. If USF does it, right, and they beat Miami, pretty much they solidify themselves as a team that
Yeah,
could
they're
literally
the
go
group of 5 team.
undefeated. I mean, because you got South Carolina State win, Charlotte win, North Texas win, Florida Atlantic win, Memphis, UTSA win, Navy, UAB win, Rice win. I mean, you have 2 on there, and I would still favor USF.
I
You
mean,
know
if
what
they
I'm
beat
saying?
Miami, theoretically all those should be wins.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying the 2 toughest you have on your schedule are Memphis and Navy on paper. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a blowout. I'm just saying those are
Yeah,
the
I
only
mean, I would
other
say
those are the trap games. Those are the traps. I mean that it's the
I mean,
rest
right now, I would say they're probably going 11-1.
it looks like it. It looks like I mean, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
that is what it looks like, right?
If it's not them, I don't see another group of 5 that's in the conversation in my opinion. I really fucking don't. I just don't
Not right now. Yeah.
I don't see one. So I think that, if they do it this weekend, and even if they're competitive, Zach, I mean, even if they only lose by 10, which is totally possible, I
Yeah, I
mean,
would say, I mean, if they lose by 10 or less, that's still, they deserve to be in the top 10.
yeah, I mean, you hung with them. Like, and like I said, Miami's
You
looked
got
good.
Texas at 7.
Yeah, yeah,
I
like,
mean,
shut up. Like, just shut up. I
right.
mean, and the thing is I get that Texas didn't lose by a lot to the number 1 team in the country. So if you're saying that, not losing to a good team by a lot is good, then I guess that would fall under the same guise as USF not losing by a bajillion. But I just the way that they play is so Like, it's not entertaining. Like, I did not have fun watching that Florida game. It was horrible. It was not good football. I'm not gonna sit
Yeah,
here and tell you I had fun watching two mid quarterbacks with, in Florida's case, a mid defense, but USF with a elite defense, in my opinion. It was like the 2000 Ravens out there for USF. That's what
but
it
the
was.
offense came
That's
through when
yeah,
it needed to.
it did. It did. It got him. I mean, look, you say that, but in reality, it was really the defense that set them up in that position,
That's true.
and it was just a couple of penalties also kind of helped there on that last drive, and you set yourself up for an automatica grammatica finisher from me and you could hit that shit. Like, it was money in the bank. It might as well have been an extra point. They were so close. They almost scored on the play before that. They literally almost took that shit to the house from like, if like 20 something yards in and got all the way down to like inside the 10 and they kicked it. I mean, it was a very good drive in that game. But you knew it was coming after those penalties that Florida got in the passing game allowed them to get a couple third downs converted. And they're going to need things like that to happen, Zach, if they're going to have a chance this weekend. But at 2:30 or at 3:30, I'll be locked in. 3:30 will be locked in. I'll have just finished the the first game of the day. So we'll be done with Clemson and Georgia Tech and move right on into that. So I mean that'll be a good back to back there for games to watch. Um,
Oh yeah.
it's the best game on the CW all year. I'll tell you that. Um, on the
So let's slide into number 4 here.
yeah
What?
yeah, you got Penn State. They're number 2 in the AP currently, so you're dropping them a little bit further. And I know I'm a fan of that. What have you seen out of Penn State, or I mean, I guess what have they stayed consistent enough for you in these first two games to put them in your top 5?
I mean, they won 34-0 against FIU.
Horrible.
Defense did exactly what it was supposed to do. Yeah, see, I don't understand that.
Yeah, here. You know what? I will even read it. I'll read it.
Drew Allard threw
I
for
will.
200 yards, two
I will.
touchdowns. I mean, he could have thrown for more yards, but he also was really efficient when he did it. So,
Let me.
and then like Allen ran for 144 and a touchdown on 16 carries. Come on.
These are okay. So this is almost 10,000 followers on Twitter. Not good podcast if you're um into Penn State. They're very very good Penn State podcast. Know this guy personally. Very good guy. Um, but definitely some tweets that went out that showed some frustration. Uh,
Come on.
I mean, and it wasn't just him either. He said, I've watched every Penn State game over again that I saw in person, and he goes, that was the most boring rewatch I have ever watched. Um,
Boring is good.
let's
Boring is good. You know who's boring? Georgia.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you would think.
Good teams are boring.
Franklin's
Come on. We're
James
not gonna. We're
James
not
James
gonna.
James Franklin said after the game, a lot of young guys played significant snaps. Are these early games being treated as scrimmages, which could be another thing, Zach? I mean, these could just be opportunities for James to put in these young guys, and then, like you said, it just looks very vanilla, very boring because these aren't your ones and twos you're running out there against a team, like you said, that you should win by 70 against. I get that.
I mean,
I
dude,
get
they
I
have an
get that.
elite run blocking scheme. They have an elite run game. Drew Aller is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. It's an easy ranking for me. I almost put them number 3, but Florida State's just doing too much this season for me to do that. But Penn State is. I mean, we're acting like they didn't lose. They weren't a game away last year. They were a game away.
Yeah, I think it was just the production. I think that was the thing. Like you said, I think if you're a box score watcher, um, you're looking at the performances from this Penn State offense and going, not very impressive. But
What do you mean? They have a 144-yard rusher. He was
yeah,
averaging like 9 yards a carry.
I mean, They were
It's
just,
just
I
people.
mean,
It's hater shades, man. You got
yeah,
the
I mean
hater
it.
shades on for Penn
We
State.
played as bad as we could possibly play and still won 34-0. Is it's kind of the mentality. It just didn't feel like a dominant win, I guess, for them as far as the eye test. But on the scoreboard, like you said, you look at that, you go, domination. That's a top five team because they haven't done anything to move out of that preseason spot.
Yeah, you want to talk about domination though? Florida State went and played a team actually really close to my hometown. I've been to this stadium a lot. East Texas A&M used to be called Texas A&M Commerce,
A
located
comma.
in Commerce, Texas. The Lions, the East Texas A&M Lions, now they got paid a lot of money to play Florida State because they
They
are not even close to the same level of a program as Florida State. I mean, this is a this they're I'm telling you, East Texas A&M's football stadium looks like a high school football stadium.
they needed that
And I
money
think Florida
bad.
State went and played in it. Yeah, Florida State went and played at that stadium and beat them 77-3.
Well,
Um,
did you hear what the
it's
coach said
rough.
after the game?
No.
He said, I don't know if the money is worth it because I lost all three of my quarterbacks.
Yeah,
He
I
was
mean, they did. They played a lot of quarterbacks. They played a lot of guys, man. They got a lot of injuries. But
they need that stadium upgrade. It's not free.
yeah,
Want to
they
play
got
with
paid a
the
lot of money for that one. I mean, I don't know how many. I think Florida State played like four quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Like,
but theirs didn't get hurt.
yeah, they just played four. It was bad, man. They just beat the absolute shit out of them, and that combined with the fact that they beat Alabama, you know,
Yeah, and the AP
I
has
don't know.
them at number 10 and you've got them at number 3 and uh you look at where the AP has them at number 10 and it's like again, it's like I see so many teams that I'm like I don't have any justification to why Florida State shouldn't be above a team like Illinois. At least give me that. You know what I'm saying? At least give me that. I mean,
Yeah,
but I do think they're better than Notre Dame. I do think they're better than Texas. I don't know if I could say they're decidedly better than Georgia. I mean, I just it's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a big another big win in my opinion to really solidify how I feel about Florida State as a whole because it's like we don't even know how mid or how bad Alabama is. That might not mean diddly
yeah, that's a
squat
big thing
at
too.
the end of this. Like it just might not mean anything. So I think that's
But they're doing
something
what
to
they're
think
supposed to
about.
do. They beat
Yeah,
Alabama.
yeah,
They're
no.
hammering bad teams. So I like to think that Florida State's probably one of the top three teams in the country right now. I think Mike Norvell has something to prove. After obviously 2 years ago they go 13-0. They get left out of the playoff because Jordan Travis gets hurt. His career ends actually. No longer plays football because of that. And I think a lot of people kind of write Mike Norvell off because of that. Um, Especially because of last season they go what 2-10, and then they come back and beat Alabama week one. That's just I mean, I think he has a team again. I don't know. I think he just needed a year. What I mean is Mike Norvell a top five coach in college football?
If he does magical
I mean, he
things
has an
this year.
undefeated season.
Yeah, I mean if he does magical things then I think you have to say yes as far as the the polar opposites of last season and this season is a jarring jump. And you would have to celebrate that, I would think. And kind of give him his roses for that. I at least in my opinion. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and I
and then
so
we
I
get
don't.
to Oregon here though.
We're gonna it too. Um, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I mean, I know you
We've
don't hate it, but I don't think you like it either. I think you're a little bit lower than I am on Oregon right now. But I mean, we were talking about this before we started here, and I thought Oregon personally. I think Oregon was the second best team in college football last year. I mean, they lost two games, and both of them were to the national champion, and both of them were close games. So I Oregon is still retained so much of that talent. They still have Dan Lanning. Dante Moore looks, just as good as Dylan Gabriel. Honestly, he absolutely killed Oklahoma State. I mean, they beat the fuck out of Oklahoma State, the
Ugh,
absolute dog shit out of Oklahoma State. I mean, 69-3. Dante Moore, 266, 3 touchdowns.
only 5
Wayington,
incompletion.
91 yards and 4 carries. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Whoa.
The
Woo!
the Cowboys had like 67 passing yards with Zane Flores. I
Yeah.
mean, we're talking terrible. We're talking an absolutely terrible performance by Oklahoma State. But I mean, Oregon did that, right? Oregon went and did that to them. Um, I think Oregon would beat every team in the country right now except for Ohio State. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think right now we are playing to that level, and I think that September 27th is going to be a big game for us. I think that's going to be a big
Yeah, I mean,
measuring
how are they
stick.
underrated right now?
I I think because people look at our competition and go, I think that this team's played a better schedule thus far, and this is what they were supposed to do, and all the things that you're supposed to be able to hang your hat on in 2 weeks of your season where you're pretty much guaranteed to play a bunch of nobodies for the most part.
But,
Um,
but dude, they made a Power Four school look like an FCS team.
but look, let's be honest. That team is not. It's not 2011 Oklahoma State out there. Like when they booked this
No,
was
but they
supposed
have
to be
Power
like,
Four money.
yeah, I mean, not anymore. Boom Pickens is dead, baby. They ain't got shit. Think Garth
They
Brooks is
Oklahoma
stepping up to
State
the plate?
has
You think Garth Brooks
talent,
is
man.
stepping up?
They got talent. They got 3 stars. They got a 4 star too. Like
I mean,
you're telling
I mean, compared to Montana
69-3,
State,
man.
yes. Compared to Montana State, yes. The fact that Montana State got a touchdown and Oklahoma State didn't get a touchdown, even with our fourth stringers out there,
Exactly.
is bad. It's bad. I'm not debating that, and I think that domination-wise on the scoreboard, lopsidedness, we're up there with Florida State technically. I mean, like 77 is a big number. I mean, Tennessee, another one to throw out there. We're just throwing up points. Texas Tech out here putting up, averaging
Ohio
69 a
State
game or
70
something
to
like that.
0.
Yeah, I mean, just I'm waiting for 80. Like somebody get to 80, please. But I
Didn't
just
Oregon get to 80 last year?
last year I don't
I thought
know.
they hit 81. Didn't they get 81?
I I don't know. Like I would have remembered, but maybe,
I thought they
I mean,
thought they scored 80.
we're doing what we're supposed to do. I mean, I
Yeah, 81-7 over Portland State in
oof,
2023.
yeah, 2 years ago when we were cooking. That was the Herbert Schmerbert.
81-7.
Or was
No,
that
that
no? It was
was
Knicks.
that
That
was
was
not
Knicks.
Herbert.
That's Knicks. Sorry, Knicks.
Yeah, that was Nick.
That was Knicks. Herbert was before. Um,
But yeah, Oregon is one of the more talented teams to me.
yeah, 100% on that. And you've got Ohio State at the top here. I don't think
Yeah,
anybody's
it's
gonna
not
debate
debatable.
that. Yeah, it's. There's nothing to say. That's the top team, and
Yeah,
they will
they have the
remain.
best win in the country.
Yep. And it's and they don't play Oregon, so until the Big Ten championship games, and
Yep.
we'll see if that comes to fruition. But you know what time it is.
Well, I want you to notice something for me.
What?
I have not a single SEC school in my top 5.
Right. This is America. We do nothing but Big Ten football and ACC. It's the flip. All right.
But yeah, I mean, Ohio State, they beat Texas 70-0 Grambling State. That's how we're feeling.
We're gonna pan over here, and I'm going to bring it up. It's the first one of the season. You know what it is. It's time for the St0ner Sports Radio Sportsbook. That's right, $100 on the line. You know how it
Uh-oh.
goes. We're breaking it down, sucking it up, all that stuff.
Who are we looking at on DraftKings? Are we going to on DraftKings here?
It's DraftKings. The crown is mine. We're gonna go ahead and there's game lines. Let's get it going. We're gonna start early. I'm going with it. Give it to me. Clemson and Georgia Tech. Give me Clemson minus the 2.5. Go Fighting Dabos.
Oh, what am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna go strictly top 25 here.
Okay, strictly top 25.
All right, so you got Clemson. What's Clemson? You got the what on Clemson?
I got minus 2.5. Clemson minus 2.5. My confidence level. Give me a 20 on it.
All right. I'm gonna put something on the OU game here. OU, I think they are going to cover the 23.5 against Temple. So yeah, that's my first one.
Well, how much you putting on it? We got money A.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's go. Let's throw a tenner on it.
We're throwing a tenner on it. All right, my next game, we're going hard in the paint. It's Oregon minus 27.5 against the Fighting Wildcats of Northwestern. We could score 70 this game. Northwestern is bad.
Uh-oh.
Give me minus 27.5. I mean, it's almost BP 5-layer confidence. Give me 20 on it.
I'm going to throw $30 on this one. I'm going to throw $30 on UTEP, UT, El Paso to cover the 40.5 point dogs they are to Texas.
All right, I gotta. When is that? In the morning? When is that at?
That is 3:15.
3:15. I like it. There it is. Minus plus the 40.5. You got 30 on it.
Yes, sir.
30 big ones. We love it. We love it when it's 30 big ones. All right. I'm going third.
You know where I'm going after that, though.
Yeah, I'm joining you, baby. I'm taking it. Give me South Florida plus a 17.5 against Miami. I think Miami wins by 14. They might win by 17. 17.5, too much.
I'm gonna tell you on that one.
He's tailing. How confident are you? Yeah, how confident are you? I've got a tenner on this one.
I think I'm gonna throw 20 on it.
Throwing 20 on the big boys from South Florida. We like them to cover, baby. Look, I'm loving what I'm seeing on this board today. Give me, and you're gonna hate me for this. Give me Arkansas money line over Ole Miss. Woo pig suey. I'm crazy with it. Give me a tenner on it. I love the pigs because here's the thing. I was not impressed with Ole Miss. I think they're vulnerable, and this Arkansas offense is in full gear. They beat Boots Jones's dick.
I'm gonna go right against you on this one. I'm gonna go right against you on this one. Give me Ole Miss minus 6.5. I'm gonna throw 20 on that one.
Ole Miss minus the 6.5. He's got a 20 on.
They're winning by at least a touchdown. Come on.
In the line 6.5. I mean, it can happen, but I like that. Give me some Will Piggy. I'm a believer. I'm a believer this year. Give me a Sam Pittman believer. Look, I'm heading out west, boys. We're heading out west for the next pick. How far west? Well, that's kind of up to me at this point. We're gonna go Wyoming, baby. Give me Wyoming. Plus the 23.5 against Utah at home. It is in Laramie. Give me Wyoming covering in Laramie. I love it.
Man, this one is probably the easiest final bet I've made in the history of this. The easiest I've ever made.
Okay.
Probably ever.
Please, indulge me.
For my last $20.
Oh.
For my last $20.
Ooh-wee.
I'm putting it all on LSU to cover 7 against Florida in LSU and in Death Valley. They have Florida as only 7-point dogs. Florida's terrible. Give me LSU to cover. I think they're going to beat them by 3 scores.
Okay, 3 scores is a big one. You have one more game left, so don't blow your whole load here.
Oh, I thought we were only doing 5.
No, isn't it? Is it 5? I thought it was 6. Is it 5? It might
We
be.
can do 6. If let's do 6 because I can bet on the Texas A&M Notre Dame game right now.
We'll
I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna take Notre Dame to cover that bitch.
okay, Notre Dame to cover. At LSU to cover as well. Got 10 on each of these. 10 on each of these.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'll seal our fate here.
Yeah, we're gonna put my lock.
What are the two locks for?
I think it was $30 on UTEP.
Yep. So UTEP
and $20 on South Florida. That's what I'm doing as my locks.
Okay, Ole Miss also 20. You want, but you're wanting to lock South Florida.
Okay, I'm more confident in South Florida.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Wanted to make sure.
Bulls.
Go Bulls. I like it. All right, so there's that. And that will lead me to my last game. Last game, I gotta put 25 on this one. I'm going all in here. This is definitely one of my locks here. And you're gonna love this lock because I know and you know that you don't start running until you start walking. And in order for John Mateer to run, he had to walk at the University of Washington State. Give me the Cougars money line over North Texas. 25 big ones. I love it. They are dogs in this on the road. 5-point dogs on the road against the Mean Green. I hate it. Give me the Cougars.
I love it. Actually, I love it. I fucking love it. North Texas isn't ready for them.
They're not ready. It's too early for that. Maybe next year, but not this year.
Maybe next year.
Look, your parlay, win a cool 13 G's. 13 G's on the board for you if you take Zach's picks. So, look, this year we promise we're making money. We promise you we're not gonna go in the red, and we're starting you off hot. These are hot off the press. And any final thoughts before we get out of here? You've got a game in Philadelphia tomorrow, a travel game. The boys are there. Is this Route City, baby? I mean, you have it here. Here. You're covering. I mean,
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all.
I think you. Look, my final thought is this. Woo Pig Suey. I'm ready. I've got the champagne going. Horns down. They're not covering. UTEP's covering, baby. We believe in Malachi Nelson. But thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. We got big games coming up. OU Texas in like 3 weeks. So I mean, like that'll be fun to talk about. There's things going on. Zach's top 25. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you don't think. Tell us how wrong we are about Florida. Or apologize. For the love of Christ, apologize.
Yeah, you better apologize.
Apologize. And we will.
I'll apologize about Auburn if y'all apologize about Florida.
Exactly. But for all of us here at *St0ner Sports Radio Studios, United America, keep a stick on the ice.